What's going on, guys? I am here today to preview Week 3 in the NFL preseason. This is the week I look forward to the most because it's about as close as we're going to get to the real NFL action until the regular season. The starters will typically play about the whole first half, maybe even a drive into the third quarter in most of these Week 3 games. And after these games here in Week 3, we probably won't see most of the starters until Week 1 of the regular season. And so once again tonight we kick it off with 3 games. We have the Packers at the Bengals at 7 o'clock Eastern, the Jaguars at the Ravens, and the Cardinals at the Titans, which is going to be on ESPN at 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. And so I want to watch some of that one because I want to see John Skelton, and that's why I'm showing some gameplay. Well, actually, there's some gameplay later in the video showing the Cardinals and the Titans matchup. And this entire offseason, I've wanted to see John Skelton win that starting job, and I think he can actually do it tonight. Even though Cobb's contract is so big, he's played bad enough this preseason where his contract is not enough to keep in the starting lineup, I wouldn't think. So, moving on to tomorrow's games, we have the Eagles at the Browns, the Falcons at the Dolphins, the Patriots at the Buccaneers, the Bears and the Giants on CBS at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, Chargers at the Vikings. I'm definitely going to be watching this one, even though I think the EA Sports season ticket drops Madden 13's early release around that time. But I didn't get to watch most of Week 2 because I was at the Mall of America during the game, and occasionally we'd walk by a restaurant or somewhere that had the game going on, and I'd sit and watch a couple of plays, and it was really the game for me to watch because it was a fantastic game for the Minnesota Vikings last week. And then the game I really want to see, what I probably won't get to see, is the Seahawks at the Chiefs, because Russell Wilson is going to be starting in this game. Now, I don't think he is starting because he's winning the starting battle. I think he's starting because they want to see how he can do against a first-team defense and a good defense. The Chiefs have a very good defense. I want to see if he can test Brandon Flowers and what he can do against that pass rush that KC can bring. On Saturday, we have a big matchup here on NFL Network. The Colts at the Redskins. Andrew Luck and RG3. That'll be a fun one to watch, as that will be probably their last action until the regular season. Then we have the Steelers at the Bills. That Colts and Redskins game, by the way, is at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. It's one of the more early preseason games in this schedule. Then Steelers at the Bills, Lions at the Raiders, Texans at the Saints on CBS at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, Rams at the Cowboys, and then on Sunday we conclude Week 3 with the 49ers at the Broncos. That is at 4 o'clock Eastern Time on Fox, and Panthers at the New York Jets, 8 o'clock Eastern Time on NBC. And so that is your slate of games for Week 3 in the preseason. The most important week, I would say, well, one of the most important, to see the starting players. And once again, I'll be looking at the quarterback situation for most teams. I mean, John Skelton and Jake Locker are two big ones there, although Jake Locker's been named the starter. Of course, I'm going to still be watching for him in this Tennessee game. And I want to see how Blaine Gabbert does against this Ravens secondary. I mean, Gabbert's played really well this preseason. It's been really surprising to a lot of people. A lot of doubters for Blaine Gabbert this year, so he has to prove a lot of people wrong if he wants to remain the starter in Jacksonville for another season beyond this year even. And then in Week 2, Christian Ponder had a great week against the Buffalo Bills, where he completed passes to 8 different receivers and had some big plays to Percy Harvin, Michael Jenkins, and of course Jerome Simpson hurtling over Jarius Byrd. That was pretty cool. But I think the quarterback everybody's going to be watching for this week is going to be Russell Wilson from the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, I thought Russell Wilson was a good quarterback coming into the draft. I was watching him in the Senior Bowl because I thought he was going to be good, and he missed some throws in that game that kind of had me doubting him a little bit, but he's played well in the preseason, and now he does have the opportunity to unseat Matt Flynn as the expected starter in Seattle, as Tavares Jackson seems to be on the trading block, and that would be a very interesting situation if Russell Wilson did become a starter, because that would mean there would be 5 starting rookie quarterbacks this year, which is unheard of in the NFL. But I'm excited, guys. There's so much to watch for. The storylines this year are just so compelling, and they're so exciting. There's just so many things to look for, and so let me know what you guys are going to be watching for in preseason Week 3. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.